Hey guys, welcome back. Robocraft Early Access coverage. This is episode 85. I'm Enigmius, and today, a little bit of craziness. We've got a couple of matches with the Flying Squirrel. Kind of still investing a little bit of time getting to know how the bot is performing, realistically speaking. And we've talked about this so much. You build the bot, and you have an idea of what the bot is actually going to do, and then it's a completely different story when you get it into the match and the bot teaches you what it's capable of doing. So we just do a couple matches from time to time and see how things work out, and if things are working, then great, and if they're not working, then we try and figure out what we can change to improve our odds. Sometimes it's changes to the bot design, sometimes it's changes to strategy. It's very interesting seeing the dynamic as things go. There's so much information around copters. Smart people know that they're a threat. They also know that they're potentially shot down quite easily. So we're targets of opportunity, really. Anytime someone has an opportunity to take a shot at an enemy copter, that's exactly what they want to be doing. And they're pretty ruthless about it, which is not necessarily surprising. I've got a couple of enemy bots now chasing me, quite happy to chase me, and we're reversing out, which is a very nice, convenient feature of the rotor blades, is having the option to just, hold down the back button and make some distance between you and the bad guys. And at the same time, I'm feeling like I want to get rid of this unwanted attention, because it's kind of wrecking my style a little bit. We like to be able to just kind of peek out and shoot at people and hope that they don't really notice us is sort of the goal. And when we can't do that, we want to do something to change that. So what I'm really doing is looking for my teammates, so that I can kind of group up with them, and hopefully they'll help to draw some of the fire away from me, because you can see just the shots flying past me. Everyone and their dog has got a beef with me right now. So we're trying to drop that unwanted attention, and at the same time, meet up with our teammates and support what they're doing, instead of being off in the middle of nowhere, not necessarily knowing or caring what our teammates are attempting. And they all went down into the valley, which is such a damn shame, because that is not usually a very smart place to be, because it means everyone can shoot down on you and you have to shoot up at them. It means you're giving all of the ridges around the outside of that valley become cover for everyone who wants to shoot down at you. It's just not a smart place to go. And I understand, megabots sometimes have to make some decisions. The decision is to take the flanking path that doesn't take you down into the valley. It's so straightforward. Some people. Nice bomber. Does a job of flipping me over, but fortunately the rotor blades are kind of self-righting, which is nice. I'm noticing lately, you'll see in the next match in particular, bombers tend to kind of act like the world owes them a runway at the beginning of a match, and that they're just going to go and fly wherever they want to go and fly. I don't buy it. I don't feel the least bit bad for that bomber. I hope he crashed. No, I'm just kidding. Don't hope he crashed. He's a teammate. If it was an enemy bomber, I would be happy to know that he crashed as a result of that collision. So here's an example of me kind of hanging back a little bit. We've got a couple of friendly bots up there spotting, and now I'm waiting for our team to establish some kind of presence on the front line that draws the attention of the guys, the enemy bots that are down there. They're spotted, they were spotted, we know they're down there, and now it's just a matter of getting some fire on them and actually doing something mildly resembling damage. But at this point, it's the enemy bots don't want to engage, our bots don't want to engage, so anyone who kind of sticks their nose forward is getting all the fire from whatever enemy bots are down on the ground over there, which kind of makes for a bit of a frustrating situation. Now you can see we've got some bots down there that are shooting and doing crazy things. I've lost as much as my bot can handle in terms of rotor blades, and still kind of collapse gracefully to the ground. But unless I get any kind of medic attention, this is game over for me. There's very little that I can do in terms of moving around reliably that's going to allow me to support my team. And in keeping with the latest megabot trend, all the medics are basically hanging around the megabots. Wow, for some reason my tongue just turned inside out. As you can see, we've got a lot of enemy bots up there. Our megabot just kind of collapsed and fell off the side of the cliff there, and now the enemy megabot and all of his friends are mopping up, and I'm still able to get a little bit of damage on him, which is kind of nice. It's a little bit gratifying, rack up the RP, the killed CPU before the match ends, maybe help out the RP a little bit. But realistically speaking, this one is going to be tough to salvage. Oh, look, a medic stopped by and healed me for 3/4 of a second. Thanks, guy. That was fantastic. And now the guys that should have been on the front with the megabot are rolling up to the front to do something. I don't think they know what. I don't think they have the foggiest clue what they're doing now. It's about 2 minutes late, fellas. Thanks for coming out. That was fantastic. Now this match is one for the ages. This one is crazy, but I want you to watch this megabot up ahead and the asshole bomber behind him. This is just not okay. This is just being stupid. If you've got enough control over your bot that you can hold forward and move, you've got a visual of your bot and what you're doing. You can stop being an asshole and let this megabot get a little bit of a lead on you so that you can take off. That's just being stupid. There's no excuse for that. It's just selfish people doing selfish things. And then as soon as the megabot, he uses his alignment rectifier to lift himself up so that the bomber can get underneath him. And what does the next guy do? Parks underneath him again. Just don't be stupid, guys. Give everyone around you a little bit of room to do what they need to do. You don't need to be cutting people off. You don't need to be ramming people. If the only way for you to move is to ram someone, just wait until they get out of the way. That's very simple, very straightforward. So now, this kind of started out as, you know, a regular match in Pretty Hate Machine. You probably noticed. I decided to switch bots. I'm not necessarily too worried with where our megabot is going at this point. You know, I've got enough mobility that I can adjust on the fly. I can fling myself off cliffs and I'll eventually right myself. It's a very heavy but very stable bot in the grand scheme of things. So I'm just kind of taking a little bit of time and watching how things play out. We've got a lot of guys, our guys in that valley there. We've got our megabot down there. They're kind of, one valley is our megabot and all his pals, and the other valley is the enemy megabot and all his pals. I don't know why our megabot didn't go up that valley and engage. I'm not 100% sure. There might have been a reason. It doesn't make sense to me that, you know, megabots who are not necessarily that fast would spend all this time jockeying for position and really just avoiding one another and leaving the teammates to get slaughtered by the megabots, because I'm kind of moving up here. I just watched everyone drive by and I'm thinking, okay, well, hopefully they're going to come back around and I'm have an opportunity to do a little bit of flanking here, because that's ideal for this kind of bot, is if we can just kind of shoot at things and do a lot of damage without them necessarily noticing us. But we took a hit from plasma from somewhere. I didn't bother to look around to see who it was. But now we've got this little guy coming over the ridge. He's such a champion. He's going to take it to me. He doesn't realize who he's shooting at. This is Pretty Hate Machine, chump. And you're not going to get by with a little bit of pew 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 like that. And of course I've got teammates ramming me. I've got the medic who's kind of helping me out with the little... Why is this guy ramming me? I don't... Just drive straight, that's all. So actually I did take a fair chunk of damage there from that guy. And the frustrating thing, I was really quite unhappy with how difficult it was for me to start moving around this guy, because I had a medic blocking me on one side and I had that other guy blocking me on the other side, and I'm just trying to understand why the hell you guys have to be right on my ass when you've got beams that can shoot 4 or 5 bot lengths, no problem. It's just, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me, but we got through it as a team. And now we've got, I don't even know what's going on anymore, because my bot has just been fully repaired. You know, looking at the rosters, the enemy team is not in very good shape, but neither is our team. So we're going to kind of push up and see what we can find by way of enemy bots. And me, you know, not necessarily going out of my way to hang out in the back, but also we've got an SMG bot. It's not necessarily for me to be rushing up to the front either, despite the fact that my bot is probably best suited to taking punishment out of all these guys. So here's the enemy megabot with the eye stock guns. I kind of, at this point, realized that our megabot was dead. I don't know how, doesn't matter. This guy, he's all pew pew pew, you're not a megabot, you're gonna die, and he doesn't realize that this bot just doesn't give up that easily. So I've got a medic supporting me, he's got a medic supporting him, and a plasma cruiser, I think that guy is there, who's gonna be shooting at me intermittently throughout this whole thing. And we're just gonna go toe to toe until one of us pops. It's gonna be fantastic, except of course, as soon as this guy realizes he's got no more juice in his poo-poo sticks, he's going to turn and run. So the first head-on engagement between Pretty Hate Machine and the enemy Megabot ended in my favor, I think. So it wasn't actually a plasma cruiser, it was another medic. So he had 2 medics through that engagement. I have 1, and I won. So that's, you know, EA Triforcing, Armor Core, all you fans out there, that's a little bit of gratification. That's what's possible. And of course the medic finishes him off, because sure, why not? In that case, I'm all for it. It'll get the kill, get the RP. This guy's been doing a pretty good job of keeping me up. Obviously a much better job than you know, could be doing, because I'm still there. So I come around the corner, here's a Megabot again, and he's got some guns back. While I was getting repaired, so was he. And in this case, I'm just kind of thinking to myself, just get the guns off. Just pop the guns off. See what happens. Here's the cruiser. That's the plasma cruiser that I was looking for. So it's me and a medic against a Megabot, a plasma cruiser, and a medic. And that Megabot, he just can't get a break. All of his guns are gone again. We're just the volley after volley. And now I've kind of switched to the plasma cruiser, because the plasma cruiser is the threat. It would be very gratifying to you know, finish off the Megabot, but not fair to the rest of my team to, you know, it's kind of a selfish gratifying when the strategy says get rid of the threat, because otherwise it's just our medic and me, and we're not going to get very far with just the medic. So a little bit more repairs. I didn't want to wait till 100%. Come around the corner, there's a medic, and blam, ground fire like a balloon. He's gone. There goes your medic. How do you feel, Mr. Plasma Cruiser? And that Megabot, he just took off like a shot. Like, he is gone. He actually went to the other side of the map and decided to start capping, which was probably smart, because if I had caught him, he would have gone the same way as this guy, which is very, very, very dead. And I don't think the Megabot would have had anywhere near enough guns to mount a counter-offensive. So that's Pretty Hate Machine, and what Pretty Hate Machine does, which is apparently dismantle Megabots while soaking damage. And being a champion. So hooray for bot design. That's Build Better Bots 101. If you can go toe-to-toe with the Megabot twice in one match and come out on top, you're doing something right. So that's it for today. We only have the 3 matches because this one was so long, but I thought it was worth it to get this out to you guys, because I had a lot of fun in that match, and it was definitely one of the outliers. We don't see a lot of that. Maybe we should start using Pretty Hate Machine more, and we will see more of that. Which we'll do. We'll start using Pretty Hate Machine more. We're going to be a lot more match footage coming your way. We've also got the beginner's guide, still working on it. It's coming. We've got more builds. We've got the Panther B build coming up as soon as I've got enough materials to start on it. And then we're going to carry on from there. Lots and lots of videos. So if you want to be notified when I add the new videos, you can always subscribe to my channel. You can also get notifications by following me on social media. Links for that are in the information section below the video. Please leave your comments and feedback. Thanks for watching, guys, and take care.